Okay, members, let's talk about Where Winds Meet, which is a pretty popular, trending MMORPG solo, uh, free to play. With the battle pass. Has all that type of stuff. It's like a live service game, a forever game, much in the vein like Genshin Impact. I want to talk about what I experienced so far after making about a good 200 gameplay VODs for Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet is like takes place in 10th century China. It's called a wuxia, a wuzu. Sorry, China, I'm not being disrespectful. I just don't know how to pronounce Russia. I think it's pronounced Russia style of game. Lots of kung fu, lots of got elements that I played over games recently like Wu Chong, Wukong, games like that. The reason why I don't play a lot of free to play games, I play Destiny, play some Genshin Impact. That was the last one, because I just don't do the whole monetization, live service games and stuff. But this caught my eye because of the art style and gameplay. Remind me of Sekiro a little bit from what I saw, and also to be honest with you, it was really trending on Steam. Had like 200,000 players, right? Current concurrent players. I'm playing it on PS5, which is a big negative. At least halfway through chapter two, where I'm at right now. Let's get to some facts here. The developer is Everstone Studios, and it's published by NetEase. It came out November 14th. Okay, and this is, like I said, it's on a PC and a PlayStation 3. Where Winds Meet. Like I said, I'm halfway through chapter two. I got to a point where I actually acquired a very important artifact called. This game got so much shit in it, I gotta write down notes. Gold making vessel. Okay, so that's where I'm at. I just acquired a gold making vessel, and I got arrested. The protagonist is called Young Master from all intents and purposes, from what I experienced so far. His name is Young Master, and he's basically an adventurer. He's raised by his auntie and uncle early in the game, but he has big plans. And oh yeah, at the beginning of the game, you actually get your pendant jade pendant stolen. I think it's a jade pendant, and that gets stolen by a guy wearing all black. So he's basically in his adventure to get it back. But it's I think it's still early. And by the way, I am focused mostly on the solo aspect of Where Winds Meet. I have played some different multiplayer modes and elements where I kind of had to do a breakthrough, which is breakthroughs are basically a major gameplay mechanic to permanently upgrade your young master, your protagonist, from level 10 to 20 to 40. I'm approaching level 50, so I did a couple of breakthroughs, right? Four of them. So I played a few of the multiplayer game modes. I'm not into all the, doing raids and playing with other players. I'm an old-fashioned solo guy at this point with gaming and stuff. And technically, where I'm at right now, the game is having a lot of issues, a lot of stuttering, a lot of issues, lots of in the major city where I'm at, Kaifeng, lots of pop in and stuff. So the game, I had to quit at one point because it just got so technically had technical issues basically. I don't know if it's netcode or what. But yeah, I had a lot of issues halfway through chapter two. Now I'm gonna go back and finish the game, finish the solo campaign, which I still have a lot to do, and I really enjoy it. When you first play Where Winds Meet, there are dozens of gameplay mechanics right off the bat that you're gonna have to learn. There's dozens of menus. You're gonna have to understand what these menus mean and everything. I don't partake in the battle pass, the monetization. I'm not worried about none of that. I haven't experienced none of that. I just looked at the menus and stuff. It's not for me. I'm just playing straight up solo, which this game does actually a great job at keeping it solo story. This is an ambitious game. There are so many things going on with this game. There's Sekiro, there's From Souls here, there's action adventure, there's Uncharted action set piece. I mean, some of the boss fights are real big spectacles with cutscenes and crazy sequences and stuff. I did a rooftop sequences. I mean, there's like Assassin's Creed style self sequences. This game mechanically has dozens of. Matter of fact, I just saw recently in a forum that it has Tears of the Kingdom where you can create vehicles like out of supplies and stuff, and like boats and cars and stuff. Like this game is very ambitious, and that's why it also has like issues. Like everything's good, nothing's great in this game, if that makes sense. Like the fighting's good, the bosses are good, the solo campaign's good, but nothing's like great. Nothing's great to me, at least. Um, I am playing it with the English voice, voiceovers, and that's pretty terrible. But to be honest with you, um, lots of puzzles. So yeah, I'm doing a solo, and I'm doing side quests, and I'm doing basically environmental, because you got to level up your environment to unlock powerful, abilities and stuff like flying around with a special ability where you could just fast travel by flying up in the air and flying somewhere. But you got to have a certain high enough exploration, which is basically all you do is solve random puzzles, pick up pebbles, find crickets, like lots of just environmental things. And the way you can unlock martial arts. There's skills tied to each weapon. You don't get all these weapons right off the bat. You can pick like 2 weapons pretty early in the game. You stick with those and level those up, and then you can get more as you progress. There's skills tied to the weapons, and there's also martial arts tied to the young master. Martial arts are kind of funny. Like you can, steal martial arts by looking at chickens, roosters, toads, bears. So it's pretty funny to me, but it's interesting and it's fun how you can acquire these martial arts. And martial arts are just special attacks, okay? Special attacks you can assign and stuff. Like for me, I'm playing basically with an umbrella, sword, and a spear at this point. They're doing the job pretty well for me. I'm learning all the special moves and unlocking some martial arts. Side content, the side quests are designed pretty good with story and everything. And you unlock important martial arts, important skills, permanent skills, like how to do a stealth kill, like an Assassin's Creed stealth kill. You gotta do. The game really doesn't tell you this shit. You really gotta do side quests. You gotta do a lot. I'm gonna tell you, AI, looking up things, and the AI helped me out quite a bit to learn things and stuff. Players leave signposts within the game to, like if you run into a puzzle or you're confused, there's signposts you can look at from other players in the world, much like the Souls-like games or Destiny and stuff, where you can read, and those are pretty helpful actually. There's Dark Souls boss fights, that you can, with cutscenes that you can not randomly come across, but you can experience and stuff. There is a lot to this game. There's a lot of menus. There's a lot of gameplay mechanics with the fighting. Once you get a hold of fighting, it's pretty easy. It's pretty fun. The world has a lot to do in it, and I think the world is probably one of the best parts of this game. It really is organic, and it does have a lot of important things. Almost everything you do is important, from gaining materials, to upgrading, to going towards your next breakthrough. Almost everything you do leads to something important. There are also survival little elements, like you could get sick, or you could have a specialty where you become a medic and stuff. You gotta learn how to upgrade your pouch so you get more potions. There's just countless things that mechanically in this game that you gotta learn and understand and stuff. And a lot of things are in Chinese. It really heavily is like their culture and history and stuff, with some fantasy tied into it, which creates a good presentation, a fun presentation to me. The Chinese been making pretty good games lately, as of late. So this is a really good, solid, but it does have issues on the PlayStation 5. I mean, I plan on beating it, the solo campaign at least. I'm not, really into the multiplayer, the PvP. It has all that stuff. This game has all that stuff in it. So I'm enjoying it just as a solo adventure, young master adventure, and I'm about chapter 2, halfway through chapter 2. So the boss fights can be challenging. Oh yeah, and there is true like a Sekiro parry system. You could also do magic, bow and arrow. There's a lot of stuff that you can unlock and find. And the thing is with this game, I would take it slow. There is a lot to learn with Where Winds Meet, and see if I forget anything here. No, that's about it. So yeah, I mean, if you like live service games, MMORPGs, and you like the aesthetic of the wuxia, the 10th century Chinese aesthetic, you like some fantasy in there, you like being busy, you like learning mechanics, you like menus, and you're the type of gamer that actually likes spending money on battle passes, on monetization features, or not, this game is it could be for you. But to me, overall, it's a good game. I don't think it's a great. I think it's very ambitious. It's great in the sense that it's ambitious, but it does a lot of things good. It doesn't really do one thing great yet. At least halfway through chapter 2, doesn't do anything great, but it does a lot of things good. It does hundreds of things good. You understand? But yeah, they need to fix the PlayStation 5 version, at least through chapter 2 at that point. I mean, it was fine up until then, but once I got to the golden, I got to that Warriors, meeting, and you're meeting all the main leaders across the land, and the gold making vessel, and you get arrested, and you got like 7 days to prove your innocence. I'm at that point in where Winds meet, I stopped there because it started running like shit, to be frank. But there's so many updates, and this is the type of game where they're gonna have 1,000 updates. They're gonna add tens of thousands of pieces of content to it, so you keep playing it. So it might be my Destiny game where I make videos over time. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's about it. So members, thank you very much for becoming a member of Jason's Video Game Source YouTube, and expect plenty more of these type of videos. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Today's Saturday, so yeah. Later.